All right, hi. You said your name's Ron?
Yeah, my name's Ron.
All right, thanks so much for doing this interview. I appreciate it, man.
All right.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how open-minded would you say you are?
Now what?
How open-minded would you say you are? 10 being the most open-minded, 1 being
9.
the 9? All right, cool. Do you think you should look at both sides of an argument before you make a decision on something?
Oh yeah, try to work it out.
All right. Do you trust your senses, like comments like walking, crossing the street, putting your clothes on, stuff like that?
Yes.
Yes. Do you trust the government?
No.
All right. Do you think the majority's always right?
Half the time.
Yeah, fair answer. How do you think everything came to be? Do you believe in like the Big Bang? Do you believe in creationism, or do you not really have a belief in it?
I got a lot of beliefs in that. I believe it started somewhere in creation.
Okay, so you believe in higher power or something?
Higher power.
All right. What would be your definition of science?
Being smart.
Being smart.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Would you agree with me? Science should be observable, measurable, testable, and repeatable. That's like the core of science.
Measurable.
Observable, measurable, testable, and repeatable.
Measurable. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Do you think science should ever be a closed book?
No.
No. To you, what's the difference between a belief and a knowing?
I believe it goes a lot further.
You think a belief's more further?
More powerful, a lot further than you can talk about and reasonable things, reason things out.
Yeah, belief. You say I always like you say, like belief in a higher power. Like you can't really prove it, but it's a strong belief. But then, like, would you say like a knowing is like there's two people here talking? That's 100% knowing.
Yeah, getting a good understanding. Yeah.
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 100%. Yeah.
100%.
All right. Here's where the topic goes off, man. Like I said, this is a topic that's been going on for. It's been picking up steam since 2015. Kind of lost a little bit in 2019 because they're censoring stuff. But it's got valid points, so that's why I bring it up, man.
Uh-huh.
What shape do you think the Earth is? Do you believe it's flat? Do you believe it's an oblate sphere like you've always been taught?
Flat.
Do you believe it's flat?
It's flat.
It's flat? You've looked into it?
Do I believe into it?
Or you've looked into the subject, or
No.
that's just what you believe?
I just don't believe it.
All right, fair enough, man. Can I ask you why you believe that?
Because we wake up every day and we got 2 feet, we're solid ground on Earth, and it's just flat.
Flat? And your senses tell you that, basically?
It's one same world. Even if you're in prison, the same world, same flat world, inside or outside.
All right, so you're kind of under the impression that the government's kind of lying to us about it, and they fake the moon missions and
Well,
stuff
they hold
like
back a lot of information they don't talk about. They don't lie, but they just hold back information.
that. So do you think they fake like the moon missions and stuff like that? And they're like,
Well, they're probably not faking it. They just don't want to. They won't make themselves look better than what they are.
yeah,
They just hold back information.
hold back information.
Yeah.
So, but do you believe if it's flat? Do you believe it's do you believe it's like flat and it's actually doing what it's what they're saying, like going around the sun and stuff like that? Is that like your interpretation of it, or do you believe like the sun and moon go around us?
The sun and moon, it moves. It goes around us.
All right. Yeah, I'm kind of I kind of think they almost like I think they fake the moon missions to kind of fake our reality and kind of just selling us a lie.
A lot of times they don't tell you a lot of shit they're supposed to tell you.
Yeah, I'm with you on
And
it.
then when they do tell you something, they tell the whole story. So.
Yeah. But you think they did go to the moon or whatever?
Oh yeah, that's been happening before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think the moon's a solid object that you can land on?
Yeah.
So what about like the Mars missions and stuff like that or whatever? You
that
think
too,
they're
yeah.
you think they're shooting out like things out there, and they got rovers going on Mars and stuff like that? Like they actually landed on Mars and stuff?
You talking like missiles or things like that?
Like rovers they got on there.
Okay, yeah.
You think they are landing stuff on there? Or?
I never been there, but I wouldn't know that. I mean, my belief is probably it's possible.
Possible? All right, fair enough.
Never been there, but it could be possible. They got water up there.
Well, that's what they tell us at least, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to kind of prove if they're telling
Yeah.
us the truth or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people, like I said, looking the subject, and one of the main things, like you just brought up, is water. And,
Yeah.
Would you agree with me? Water, 1,000,000% of our time in our reality, takes the shape of its container and levels out in our reality. Fill it up in a cup, like fluid dynamics. Fill it up in a cup, it takes the shape of the cup. Fill it up in a pool, it takes the shape of the pool. A bathtub, this river here.
I mean, yeah, if you got the time.
If you got the time to fill it up or whatever.
Yeah.
So they say the Earth's covered in over 72% water.
I don't think there's that much water up there, but there's some up there.
What they say at Mars. Well, I'm saying on the Earth here, like they say.
On Earth, there's plenty of water on Earth.
They say it's 72% covered in water. So if it's covered in 72% water, how could it be a sphere then if water always takes shape in its container and levels out?
That's true too. I don't know. They say that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't go that far. I don't know.
Not really looked into it that far.
No.
But you do believe it's flat and
It's
stationary?
flat. Yeah.
But you believe that there is space travel and all that stuff too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's get contradicting information. Some people say it's flat and they're fake and everything. Some people say it's flat, but they are landing on, Mars and distant planets and whatever. But you do think the government lies to us a lot about a lot of stuff?
Not a lot of stuff, but some stuff. I think some of the stuff that they could talk about is really important that the community should know about.
Yeah.
But they hold back information.
Yeah. Why do you think they lie to us about it being flat, you think?
Well, I never really seen them really talk too much about the world being flat.
Yeah, you've never really seen them.
I mean, like I said, they hold back information. I just never seen them talk about things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they just keep it on their head, I guess.
Yeah, taught from a young age. And
I guess they let the greediness and money power get to their asses sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want me to go over, you want me to explain the eclipses to you real quick on a geocentric Earth or on a flat or on
If you want to,
level?
you can.
Do you know what a solar eclipse is when the moon goes in front of the sun?
Yeah.
And then a lunar eclipse, can you hold both your hands out, like spread out in front of me? All right. And let's say the moon or the Earth is in between the sun and the moon, and they tell you in the mainstream, if it's a ball, that the sun is casting the Earth's shadow on the moon. It's always a curved surface. But you'd agree the sun's round up there, right, Bri? Our sun's round?
The sun's around, it's not up there.
It's round. I mean, like round circular.
Yeah.
So what I say is it's actually space and time don't bend, and it's actually the sun that's casting that shadow on the moon.
Yeah.
And then I mean, I can break down if you want. I'll break down because a lot of people would say there's different reasons because they say gravity and different things happen in the world or whatever. But have you ever heard of like the North Star Polaris before?
I heard of North Star, but not that.
The North Star, it's basically right above the North Pole, and it's a fact. You can look at it. It's stationary. It vibrates a little bit, but it's a fact that all the stars do perfect geocentric circles around us.
Okay.
And so basically what we believe is basically everything's spinning around us, and it causes the Coriolis effect. I call it a realm like the Matrix, but basically everything's spinning around us, causing the Coriolis effect in each part of the world.
Yeah.
The moon would push the tides, the sun would contract the tides.
Yeah.
And they say if you shoot a bullet west when the sun's there, it'll dip down because of the Coriolis effect. And I say that's based off a false axiom. If you shoot a bullet west at nighttime when the moon's there, it'll bounce up. And like I said, the lunar eclipse is the sun blocking out the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I do know this. These satellites they got up here in the atmosphere, it does affect, nature and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it does affect.
Man, some people don't even believe in the satellite stuff. I'm more on like.
I mean, they're pretty equipped. They're really accurate.
I've seen some stuff up there, and what they claim
I mean,
to be
it works
satellites
really
they
good,
move.
but it really affects the world.
So what do you think?
Really
The pictures they send back from satellites, you think they're just not giving us right information on it?
No, I mean, they're legit pictures. What they send back, it is what they take from up there.
But it always kind of shows like.
But it's what they say.
Yeah. So they're probably not totally.
Picture tell you a million words, but person won't.
Yeah. So it could possibly be not like they're not giving us correct. Because I mean, I think they say they have like 2 or 3 pictures of the whole Earth, supposedly just one picture, but all the satellite images are like thousands of. They're composites and they're put together between thousands of satellites or something and give us like pictures of. So they're CGI actually pictures or whatever. So most of them they claim aren't like 100%. Yeah. And I always like to go back to people saying, like, if you were always born, I mean, you already kind of believe it's flat and stationary and the moon go around, the sun and moon go around us. But if you were born, like, and you were always taught that it was flat and stationary, and if I came up to you, like, say, you're born and you're your age now, and I came up to you and said, no, we're on a ball, and we're actually spinning 1,000 miles an hour, we're going around the sun at 66,600 miles an hour, and that sun's going 500,000 miles an hour, you'd probably look at me like I was nuts, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
I
little
mean,
bit.
it's almost
Because it's kind of as far catch is impossible. It's just impossible.
yeah, it's impossible. Like water,
Yeah.
water clinging,
Water being there, yeah.
water clinging. You'd have to believe water's bending the whole form on the globe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, man.
But then history goes back a long ways too, in a lot of different ways.
And history changes and whatnot.
It
And, you know,
does change.
at first, you know, the Egyptians thought it was a level playing realm, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And Greeks came along and said it was a, you know, a ball, but it was stationary and the sun and moon went around it. And then, you know, Copernicus came along and said we're on a ball spinning around, and you know, it's changed a lot.
Yeah, it does.
But all right, man. I like the shirt too, man. Eagle thing. That's cool. That's a really
Thank
cool
you.
shirt, man.
Thank you.
But all right,
I
thanks.
had a
For,
red one, but I lost it. I don't know what I did with it. It's probably at my mom's house.
yeah.
I got a bunch of shit.
All right, cool. All right, well, that's it for the
All right.
review. I appreciate that,
All right,
man.
thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.
All right.